Good evening. I'm Vincent Price. As we learned last time in Episode 1 of Dorothy L. Sayers' His Carcase, no sooner had the young mystery writer Harriet Vane been cleared of murdering her former lover than she stumbled almost literally across the body of a man lying on the beach with his throat cut. She removed his personal belongings and took photographs. But by the time the police arrived, the body had long since washed out to sea. Harriet called the crime reporter for a London newspaper, who in turn contacted Lord Peter Wimsey, who'd saved her during her recent murder trial. Well, Lord Peter may have saved Harriet's life, but in the process, he lost his heart. And he's been valiantly, if unsuccessfully, pursuing her ever since. Now, Harriet's photographs have convinced the police of two things. The dead man was Paul Alexis Goldschmidt, a professional dancer at the local hotel. And the fact that there were only two sets of footprints on the sand, Harriet's and the dead man, seems to indicate that Paul Alexis committed suicide. But Wimsey disagrees. Why would Paul Alexis, a man with a full beard, own a razor? Meanwhile, Mrs. Henry Weldon, a faded, lonely widow, dismisses any suicide theory with an unexpected announcement of her own. His Carcase, Episode 2. Dorothy L. Sayers was an English classics scholar who didn't begin writing mysteries until she was in her 30s. She later said she did it only to earn a lot of money quickly to finance her hobby of collecting rare books. Well, however financially motivated she may have been, she nevertheless transformed the common detective story into an intellectually respectable branch of fiction, the crime novel. In the late 1800s, the detective story had flourished under writers like Wilkie Collins and Arthur Conan Doyle. But once these tales had proven popular with the book-buying public, hundreds of hack writers began to try their hands at the lucrative genre. By Sayers' time, mystery stories had degenerated into little more than lifeless puzzles. Sayers changed all that. Her detective novels maintained the crowd-pleasing central puzzle, but she made her characters three-dimensional people. It's something that we have come to take for granted nowadays, but in the late 1920s, she was taking a big risk. Why should she want to change a best-selling formula? Well, she was, after all, an intellectual, and her aim was to raise the quality of crime writing. It wasn't easy, she said, combining the mechanics of the plot with an artistic treatment of the psychological elements. But she always hoped, as she put it, that the intellectual and the common man could both find enjoyment in the mystery novel as they once did in Greek or Elizabethan tragedy. I'm Vincent Price for Mystery. Good night.